message I read. When I be going through some things, I read. When I be going through my trials, I read.
So what we're going to show y'all here real quick is what happened before we left England in 1290 AD. Then went to France and got expelled from there 1396. Now we in Spain. Read about the Jews. We ain't got to make it a secret no more. Everybody know the Jews was black, man. We know that, right? So read that about the Jews real quick. Let's see what we was doing and who was stealing and stealing what from us. Read that.
The Jews were familiar with the Semitic culture with the Semitic culture of the Muslims. And since many of them spoke Arabic,
many of the Jews spoke Arabic. Read.
They often served as translators and middlemen for the Christians.
But y'all see that, but I thought we was always Christians. Read.
The most illustrious example of such cooperation was the foundation of the translators of Toledo.
Go ahead.
The renowned 12th and 13th century schools were Moorish and Jewish scholars, translators many of the ancient Greek.
So y'all understand the Moors and Jewish are the same exact people. Those are black folks. Just so y'all understand that, right? Read.
Translated many of the ancient Greek and Roman manuscripts.
Why? Because we was in those captivities. That's where we was at. And they was ruling during that time just like America's ruling right now because we're in this captivity. Read.
From Arabic and Hebrew into Spanish and Latin.
Watch this.
These writings, which preserved the philosophical, mathematical, scientific, astronomical, and medical knowledge of the ancient world.
We were the ones that was doing all that, so y'all understand that. Read.
Were eventually carried to Italy.
Carried where?
Carried to Italy.
Now they took our knowledge and our information and took it to Italy. Go ahead.
Where they inspired the birth of the classical Renaissance in Western Europe.
Yes, the black man did all that. Now, what happened? Because we got integrated with these people. I want y'all to see this next thing what happened in Spain. After they got all that information from us and learned everything, what happened? Read that.
During that time, the Moors became permanent settlers on the Iberian Peninsula. And by the mid-14th century, lived in a convivencia or peaceful coexistence with the Hispanic Christians.
So y'all understand, that's talking about the Spaniard Christians, the white folks, so y'all understand that, because at that time we wasn't Hispanic. Read.
Cultural cross-fertilization between Moors and Christians was inevitable. And eventually intermarriage.
Inter what?
Intermarriage.
We started marrying these other nations. We going against the scriptures in Deuteronomy 7:3. Read.
So that proved that wasn't talking about Northern Kingdom.
That's exactly how you know what talking about Northern Kingdom. They talk about them white Christians that we always see on TV. Read.
Intermarriage between descendants of the old Visigoth Empire.
So y'all understand something. The Visigoths are the Germans. So y'all all understand that that's talking about white folks, the Germans. That's the Visigoths. Read.
And the Moors bred new populations.
New what?
New populations.
You new Negroes. Read.
And lifestyles.
Watch this though.
By the 15th century.
By the 1400s, after we integrated with them, what happened?
There were dark-skinned Christians.
Then dark-skinned Christians came. So before that, it wasn't no such thing as dark-skinned Christians because those was Edomite Christians. Finish that.
Light-haired Moors.
Now we got light hair. Now we supposedly got good hair. Read.
Hybrids of every shape and complexion and Castile.
What the hell is that?
It's it right there. It's a wrap right there. That was the new breed, the hybrid Christian, and we had lost everything. Go ahead.
That thing right there,
damn.
That's some information for you right there.
Let's read
That's
that
the prophets of the Most High God, man. The Lord that's the Holy Spirit. These books, we wasn't thinking about none of these books coming up until we came into the truth, man. Understand that? And you see how the bishop get down with the history. He shut all the BS down because they was always talking. That's your interpretation. He bringing out the history books, weighing them out. They'll never say nothing about that either.
Remember when all we had was from Babylon of Timbuktu and a couple other ones? They was out there scoffing and talking big trash. Yep. Now your man, what's his name? Mark Reiser.
He's not
quiet now. I don't hear nothing.
No cab.
White eyes only books.
Yeah, so we got the books, man.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing.
Hey, Officer Ruben, I wish there's a lot in this joint.
Yeah, man, that joint right there is fire, bro. We ain't got time.
That joint was breaking down how during the Renaissance, which was the rebirth of Esau, they took all their knowledge from us,
our knowledge,
and then rebuilt their kingdom after the fall of Rome. That joint went into all of that.
Right.
And the interracial marriage. Then us being in Europe. And remember, in England, they called many of us blackamoors.
Exactly.
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong